Hello there, friends. I wish it was always that quick to do my makeup. I just snapped my fingers and it was done. So I want to talk to you guys about the eyeshadow look that I'm going to do today because this is a bundle that's currently available on my website for Mother's Day, which is less than a month away, if you can believe it. It's crazy. We're almost into May already. So what it comes with is a magnetic compact, a square magnetic compact to put these colors in, and it comes with these colors. And the reason that I want to show you this today is because these are absolutely beautiful colors that work on so many skin tones. But this color right here, I know can be a little bit intimidating, especially when you see it go on. So I want to show you how I would use these colors to kind of help you guys if you do decide to get this bundle for you or your mama or your best friend or whatever for Mother's Day. So it comes with the Eyeshadow Everything brush, which is double-ended, and this is the brush I use for all of my eyeshadow looks, smoky eye, everyday look, everything. Love this brush, and it's nice to have everything in one. So going in with these colors, this one is Mija, and this one here, interestingly enough, the proceeds from these, this particular color here goes to foster care because the founder of Mascara Beauty is really, really big and involved in the foster care community. So proceeds from this particular color go straight to foster care. This color is called Mama. It's a beautiful pale pink. This is Lullaby, which is more of a mauve neutral purple that's really pretty. So many skin tones. So usually when I virtually color match people, this is one of the colors that I recommend often just because it's so versatile. And same with the color Nude, which is what I have on my cheeks today. This one here is Trust. And with these darker ones, Trust actually works on a lot of brows too as a brow filler. So I use this sometimes in mine, especially if I'm going for more of like a date night look where I want a little bit darker on the edge here, but you can see I just use my angled brush and use that there. So let's get going on this. I'm gonna start with, I always like to start with the lightest color in my palette as my base color on my lid. So I'm gonna take the fluffier side of the brush and get a good amount of that on my brush here, and you'll see there's fallout. So you want to tap off that excess there so that that doesn't fall on your face, especially have your makeup done first like I do. And then I'm just going to sweep this all over my lid. And I do have an eyeshadow primer on my lids. I always do. Really great for any skin type, but especially if you have oily skin, simply because it helps to keep the transfer from when I put mascara on my lashes from transferring to my lids. So let me show you guys the eyeshadow primer that I use. It's from Ulta Beauty, and the one I'm wearing today is this matte eye primer in Nude. I really like this one. Just helps the color to pop a little bit more, and then also stay in place all day long. So you don't have any transfer at all, whether you're oily or not. So it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing that I love. Now, going in that again, pop that on this lid. Okay, and when I'm putting this on my lid, I'm just going up to my crease there and concentrating all the color in the base because this is the lightest color in my palette. Now, I don't need to dust this off. That's the lovely thing about these brushes is it picks up the product and deposits it on your skin. So it's not like you're wasting a bunch of product. So next, I'm gonna go into Mija here, and I'm gonna do this first because I'm gonna tone it down with Lullaby. So this is a really, really pretty color. If you love bold colors, you could totally wear it on your own, but I like to tone it down a little, and it is a great base for so many different eyeshadow colors that just really richens the color. So using the same side of the brush, I'm gonna dip into Mija here. Again, tapping off the excess, and then I'm gonna concentrate this in my crease. If you have deep set or hooded eyes, you're gonna wanna come above your natural crease just a little bit so that we don't lose that color. Isn't that a pretty color? But again, it can be intimidating, especially if you're not used to working with brighter eyeshadow colors when it's on its own. So you'll see in just a second how Lullaby is gonna transform this and make it so perfect. So when I'm putting this in my crease, I'm doing a circular motion And with my eyes being a little more deep set, like I said, I have to come above my crease just a little bit. So what I'm doing is kind of pushing up into that crease bone there. Crease bone, that's not even a thing. The crease there, and pushing up onto my brow bone, that's a thing. And then whatever's on left, left on the top of that brush is being just lightly pushed up above my crease there. So if you don't have deep set or hooded eyes, then you won't have to use this exact method. You would do kind of just like I did for my lid, where I'm just sweeping it on the crease. And then the reason I like to do that too is because it kind of helps follow that brow bone there, and then it's also following the shape of my eyebrow, right? Okay, so now that I've got that, and let me just soften this one a little. Now that I've got Mija on my crease, this side always looks darker. I don't know if it's the lighting or what. I'm gonna go with the same side of the brush. Don't have to rub anything off. Look, nothing comes off of there. That is how good these brushes are. And I'm gonna dip it into Lullaby now. So getting a little bit on my brush, tapping off the excess. Now is when I'm gonna sweep that color right over Mija. So this one I am using that more of a windshield wiper motion rather than worrying about pressing this into my crease, just because I wanna deepen that color and blend it out at the same time. So see how that just neutralized it a little bit and just made Lullaby richer? Lullaby's beautiful on its own, but when you can put a pretty base underneath it like that, but still get that little pop of pink, it just turns it to more of a berry color. Now for the last color in that palette, I'm gonna flip my brush over now and go into that smaller end that's a little bit more dense and dip into Trust, which is the dark brown color here, tap off. And starting from the edge of my eye, I'm gonna start there and draw a line up to just where my crease is right there. So drawing that line, now I'm gonna blend it in. And again, I'm just following the brow bone right there on the outside corner, and that's where I'm concentrating most of this color, just to add a little bit more of that dimension on the outside. And then I like to bring it down to my lower lash line a little, so whatever's left on my brush, and then I can transfer from the top there. So see how that just helps define the shape of my eye a little bit better? And then flipping the brush over, I want to blend just a little bit. See how that brought it all together there, that darker brown color. That one again was Trust, and it's a great filler for brows as well. Now, you could either go back in with a little bit of Mama on the inner corner, so that was that first color that we started with, just to brighten the lid up a little bit. But I'm also gonna go in with the Illuminator color that I used on my cheeks today to add even more shimmer. Okay, so what I used today on my cheeks, which is this glow that you see right here, is Glowmazing. So that is this color right here. What I'm gonna do is just get a little bit on my ring finger there and pop that right here on my brow bone. And I'll go back and blend that with my brush in just a second. So normally, I would do this before I do my eyebrows, but things are a little bit out of order today since I wanted to show you this look. And I would also do it before I started my eyeshadow. so that we're not covering up what we worked with there. So since I did it a little backwards today, I'm just gonna blend up here. And then what you could also do is take your pinky, since it's smaller, get some on there and pop that right here on your tear duct, on the inner part of your eye. So see how that just brightens it up? And then of course, we have to put some mascara on to finish it all. So my favorite mascara, and I also use a primer for my lashes. Again, just to help alleviate that transfer that happens, especially with the oily skin. So I use Dior Lash Primer. And I'm gonna go in and do my bottom lashes first and apply the primer to both, and then go right in with my mascara. So the mascara that I use is Gifted by Tarte in this wooden tube. Both can be purchased at Sephora, or I believe the Dior can be purchased at Ulta. I usually go to Sephora, so I don't know, but I know that the Tarte mascara is available at Ulta too. I'm gonna let that dry for just a second and then go in and do my top lashes. So this one I'm gonna do one at a time just because it takes me a little bit longer to do my top lashes, and I don't want this to dry too much before I go in with my mascara. Otherwise it makes it really hard to get the mascara to go on smoothly. When I'm applying mascara, I start at the base of my lashes and kind of wiggle it so you can get a little bit more of the mascara on there to put a little bit more definition at the base of your lashes, and then I blink with the brush against my lashes to transfer color all the way up. And then on the outside, I'm just using the tip of that wand to emphasize the outer lashes a little bit more. I'm definitely going through a lash cycle right now because I have some bald spots on this side. And then if you ever get a little bit of mascara on your lid while you're doing this, is let it dry, then take your spoolie and just, it basically grabs the color and takes it right off. And there we go. So that is the fun Mother's Day look. And if you even wanted to brighten up the inside of your lids a little bit more, you can go in with that illuminator that I put on the inner corners. I can go back into that brush, get some on there, tap off the excess, and then just press that into the lid right here. So again, this bundle is available on my website. There's a link for you there in the drop down above, or if you're on YouTube, it's down below. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you want any help picking other colors such as blush, if you want your palette, my whole face is in this one palette right here, let me know and I'm happy to help to go over the colors that I'm wearing today that are not on my eyes, since you know that. On my cheeks, I have nude, and then I have that Glamazing Illuminator on the top there. On my lips, I lined them with my favorite lip liner from Thrive Cosmetics. This is Gislin, their plum mauve color. So I've lined there, filled them in as well, buffed out with my ring finger so there's no weird lines or anything from the liner. And then went over that with nude, so same color that's on my cheeks. A little bit of my brightening highlight on top of that. And then Petal, which is another lip and cheek color. It's this pretty pale pink right here. So this one's a little bit more of a gloss. And so I don't like a matte feel on my lips. So that just glossed them up a little bit. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. And I hope you have a great day. Bye. Thanks for watching.